All right, so this week we've been formally introduced to graphing or plotting values on a number line. A number line represents one-dimensional representation of a number that's left and right, so it's flat. In mathematics, we're also able to visually represent two-dimensional and three-dimensional values. Although three-dimensional value graphs are fun, we're going to stop our experience typically at two-dimensional images. The Cartesian plane is formatted to graph its values in two dimensions. Before you start to get intimidated by the words, that's just a bad habit, because you've experienced most of the things in math anyway. Let's just look at what it is. All the Cartesian plane is that one where you have your x-axis here, your y-axis there. That's what they named it, and then you count. That's positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For y's going up from here, which is the center or the origin. Count going up is how you count here. So 1, 2, 3. And then down is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Now here's the good news. Most graphs that you're going to see are going to be labeled. So as long as you understand the general idea, you should be okay. The key thing to remember about the Cartesian plane is that you'll always go this direction first when you're plotting points. So x always goes first, y always goes second. So you should notice that it's two variables on it that are labeled x and y. Again, here's your x. Here's your y, and it tells you that typically on your graph. We will always graph based on the x value first. Because of this, we create something that we call an ordered pair. So an ordered pair is two values in parentheses. The setup is universal. The first number always represents x, or whatever this first value is. Sometimes it's a and b, but again, it's always going to be alphabetized. If it was a and b, if it was m and n, guess what? That would be your m. This would be your n. So it'll always be first and second no matter what you do. But again, let's look at some examples so we can get used to the change in the processes and see how easy this is for us to get through today. If you're asked to graph the point 3, 5, that is your first value. So what you'll do is go over 3, 1, 2, 3. From the center, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 up. From there, you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which puts you there. Notice this is above 3 and it's next to 5. There's your 3, there's your 5. That is your point. If you're asked to graph the point 2, 9, first off, 2 means go over 2. So 2 over, and then 9 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which puts you here. Or again, you can find the 2 line and just stay on the 2 line until you get next to 9 and put your dot, as some of you will learn to do. For example, if I was looking for the point 4, 7, I would just go over to the 4 line and then follow the 4 line, so I find the 7 line and put it right there. So there's a couple ways to do that, but whatever it is, just make sure you get your practice. Graph the line, point 7, 1. So 7 means go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then from there go up 1, which puts you right there. If you're asked to graph the point 6, 3, again, 6, 3 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Just make sure again that you're working on making sure that you get the values in order. That's really what it's about. On Math Excel, of course, it's going to say what value is being graphed. So on that, you'll now have to make sure you know where you're at. Make sure you know how it's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, looks like that's counting by 1. So this is over 4. Again, your first value here is 1, 2, 3, 4 over. And then 1 up. So 4, 1 is what we're looking at for that one. What value is being graphed on this? Looks like I have to go to first off get under it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then up 1, 2, 3, 4 is your answer there. On this one, looks like to get under it, we go over 1, 2, 3, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so because this is new, it might take some time to get your feet under you. Just be patient. If you miss a question, look at the correct answer and try to figure out what you did wrong. A lot of times it's because you flipped the two values around. This will help you become more accurate with your decision making. Again, the best way to learn something is by messing up. Just hit similar question and try another one until you get it right. What you don't want to do is simply miss it and move on, because you know that isn't really why I gave. The reason I moved it over to computer homework is because it gives you an infinite amount of questions. You can hit similar question and practice the skill as much as you want. So if you're not understanding something, you can go to a problem you don't like, hit similar question, it'll give you a different one, and you can sit there and practice that until you get better at it. But as usual, again, don't hesitate to reach out if you're having problems with the work. Good luck, and I will talk to you later.